Boggy Creek Life for another episode of Mail Calls and Grail Halls. Episode 31. This will be 31. Got us 400 subscribers. Thank you much. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you. If you're new to the channel, what I do is I go over some model stuff, do like some kit review kind of things, all kinds of kits, new, old. I got some new stuff in the works of coming, but today we're going to do some classic ones. The Dracula trilogy from '92 Horizons vinyl Dracula kits, which I am stoked that I have all of them. I got them when I started this early on, about 4 or 5 years ago. We'll be going over these two out of the box, and we'll go over this one built because I already built this one. I built that one like way back when I got it, because I was pumped after I watched Model Mania with David Fisher. I watched him do one of them in there, and I always loved this movie anyway, so I just went ahead and got all of them. Plus, too, another reason I'm doing these is you can still get these on eBay. I checked out yesterday, anywhere from around $50 up. It all depends. But I believe that I saw, I don't know if I saw the bat one. I know I saw these two. But, if you put out feelers into Facebook groups and everything, people have always got stuff that they're selling. But some of these seem to be a little more popular than the other ones. But anyways, we're going to go over those. I'll give you a quick update on the Pumpkinhead build if you're interested. Well, it doesn't matter if you're interested. You're going to get the update anyway. And, I got some nice Jan Michael Vincent hair going on here. Where's my Airwolf? Ooh, except for that bald spot right there. But, all right. So, yeah. Episode 31. The 3 Draculas. Let's get into it. So first off, real quick about Pumpkinhead and Ed Harley there and all their glory. I don't know if I already said, but I got all the joints sculpted in. Gonna put some primer on them, see what they look like, but I got a little bit of faith. And then if you remember earlier episodes, anything I was sculpting, I tried to make these removable. It just didn't happen because of the way it was made. And I really was worried about the tail because I would like to sell this when I'm done. But I did accomplish a removable tail. You can see I keyed it, put a magnet in there, drilled a hole. And that's a pretty damn good seam in my opinion. I don't think it will be much noticeable at all when it's built. So I'm kind of proud of myself on that one. And it just pops right off for shipping. All right. So, pat on the back for Cam on that one. Waiting to get my pistol and my pitchfork that I'm going to put in the diorama. Those are getting 3D printed or have been printed as I speak. And then I'm going to lay it out on the diorama. Big old pumpkin shaped piece of wood. I'm sure you'll end up seeing that. I actually posted a picture or something on the Facebook page, Boggy Creek Studio. If you'd like to go ahead and give a like to that. Of the wood when I cut it out, it's huge because this is a huge kit. It takes up probably his whole damn table almost. All right, that ain't what you came here for. Let's get into the Dracula kits. Okay, so you can see we got all 3 different kits here. All 3 different conditions. This one box beat up pretty damn bad. This one's still got the plastic on it, which we're going to end up dropping the value on that because, well, we're going to rip the plastic off of it. And I don't care anyways. I'm not in this for collecting them. And this one's fairly good to middling. All the boxes says designed by Lee Way. All 3 individual different sculptors. This one here is sculpted by Glenn Hans. Probably personally my favorite one because I just like the bat form the best. But you can see that the box was designed nicely. Bram Stoker's Dracula bat version, 1/6 scale, ready to assemble, highly detailed vinyl model kit. Modeling skills helpful. I guess not necessary. Oh. If you're under 13, you only need modeling skills. I mean, I guess you don't if you're over 13. Anyways, all three boxes pretty much say the same thing except for the sculptor. The sculptor on this one, oh, and Tashiro Kiya. That one. And the sculptor on the wolf form is Greg Smith. Probably my two favorite are the monster forms. I can't remember. This was designed by a lady in the movie. I can't remember her name. I guess it was a pain in the butt to wear. I watched a little thing on it a while ago. The thing I remember about the boxes when I was first getting into this was this box was misleading to me. As you can see why. You would think, oh, maybe I get like all three kits or something with this one box, instead of buying them all individually. No, it's just him and this one. Alrighty, so we're going to go, I'll show you this one last since I already have it built. This one's already open, so let's go ahead and pull him out and check out this one. Alright, so not a whole hell of a lot to go over with this one, and you'll see why here in a minute. But I do love the stuff that comes inside from the past, business reply card, Horizon Hobbies and Toys Distribution out there in Los Angeles. I mean, oh, look at that. Please list your favorite character that you would like to see done. That still exists somewhat today. People ask occasionally. I wish they would a little more often. Getting tired of Frankenstein. So that's just me. Vinyl modeling manual. Introduction to vinyl model making. Let you know. You need a hair dryer, warm water, craft knife, scissors, glue, modeling file, sandpaper, airbrush, all the stuff. Gives you assembly instructions, painting instructions, advanced techniques. And for me, vinyl is probably my favorite model medium. If somebody would like to quote to the comments why they quit making vinyl, I don't know, but to me it's easy, customizable, just easy to work with. I mean, yeah, you got to soften it up to shave off the extra stuff, but it's got a lot of good detail in it too, which I understand you can get. I don't know the cost of what it would take to, produce vinyl or how it was done. So yeah, if you know why vinyl modeling died out, leave it down there in the comments. I'm curious to know. And then we've got the instructions for this particular kit. Got I guess that's the artist. Got the parts list. It's got two torsos, one with helmet, one without. Shows you how they go together after you've shaved everything off. See explanation, assembly instructions. Gives you a color list there. Tells you what kind of glue to use. And just some painting tips. A little tool list again, crazy glue. Goes through and tells you what should be what. And says we fellow model builders have faced Dracula the Impaler and lived to tell the tale of his origins. Some fear now that he is A vampire, he will live forever. They also say he will be able to change his form at will, becoming both bat and wolf creature. Perhaps on some dark night in the future, you may hear a far howling or hear flapping wings of the coming. So this must have maybe this was the first one they put out. You know, it says 92, but it says that 92 for Columbia Pictures Industry. So I don't know actually what year the kit was made. Maybe it was made in 92 as well. We'll go over I mean, the reason we're not going over a lot of the model is, I mean, because all it is armor texture. You know, this is his ass plate. You have to cut all that out. So we'll go over the head sculpt. Now I've seen on Model Mania, Dave Fisher, he made this elaborate thing with the cross, and he sculpted the cross, and it was just awesome. I remember I looked up on Etsy or eBay or something a long time ago, and I actually found one of them crosses because I didn't feel like sculpting it, and I didn't buy it at the time. You know, if I ever go to build this, I'll probably be kicking myself in the ass. I didn't want to make it exactly like Dave's, but when you see this armor, you know, I think of that scene with the cross, and you know, I wanted to put like the sword in the cross maybe and have the blood coming out like it was, and maybe figure out some way for him to hold a chalice instead. Because like I said, the vinyl makes it easy to customize, you know. Get in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful suit. Nicely sculpted. This is where your shoulder plates go on. And then the other torso. Now this is funny. I just noticed this. If you look at this, the box. This is a spitting image of Gary Oldman. His lack of chin and everything. Beautifully sculpted. And I wasn't going to say nothing about this because I don't like to get down on the sculpt. So now I'm not getting down on the sculpt because the sculpt is beautiful. Why that painted version looks nothing like Gary Oldman to me. That does not even look like, it doesn't look like it's the same sculpture to me. I don't know. It could just be me. But it looks like two different heads. I mean, this looks, I can see the exact same parts, but I just don't know why that doesn't look like Gary Oldman to me. I don't know. Leave in the comments what you think. This looks just like Gary Oldman. Exactly. Probably one of the best Gary Oldman heads I've seen sculpted. His long curly locks. Beautifully done. Now there's also things like this that if you go getting one of these, you may end up expecting to come across. I believe this is the blade. This is the blade. It's a little warped. But that's the nice thing about vinyl. You can heat that up, press it down between something, cool it off. This is the hilt, or not the hilt, the hilt's the part you hold. This is the scabbard, the sheath. It is warped all to hell and back. But once again, heat that up. You know, if I wanted to, since it's the back, I could probably, you know, hide something in there, maybe if I needed to stiffen it up. You know, anything's possible with vinyl. Get into the waist. Woohoo! Hell, Gary got a little junk going on in the trunk, don't he? The detail on the gloves, the nice spikes. This is going to be a really good one to build. Time is not on my side. The front I would show you how it fits, but I can't because it's not cut apart. And people also suggest, well, I mean, I've actually built one, so I did it myself, filling it with something before you put it all the way together to give it weight, stability, possibly create a base that you want to pin it to. I mean, I think he has a little, oh, this is not a base. I think this is the bottom of his shoes. Yeah, you gotta separate this, and then that's the bottom of his boots. Yeah, I would probably just, maybe fill that with some Aves or something, just whoosh, because it doesn't look like the bottom of his boots. It does say Verizon 1992 on it, so that's the year. Yeah, it's just going to be a nice, beautiful little detailed kit. I'm still, I mean, you can see. Let me get a little, put that in the light better. That is a spitting image of Gary Oldman. And I have no idea what that is. But, onward. Alright, so the next one we got here is the wolf form. Here's one of my favorite things to do, because to me, that's what brings these to life. This is what they were made to do. They were made to be built, not bought as an investment, sat on a shelf. And it's not like these are like worth a lot of money anyway, so not even plastic unopened. I can hear it breathe. Look at that old plastic, all dirty and tainted. And, well, that's a nice, pretty, shiny box there. Alrighty. So this means I've never even been into this one. So this one, unless somebody was really good at rewrapping, which I know people can do it, but I don't see the reason for it. We're talking, oh yeah, fresh. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. Same thing as the other kit, stuff you don't see anymore. Business reply by mail. Hey, tell us what you think. We care. Vinyl modeling manual, same exact one as the other. Instructional kit, which I just love all this old paper stuff. Parts list, same thing as the other one. Let you know paint colors. Collect all three. Alright. Let's pop this cherry. Get in here and see what old wolf form about. He's hefty. He is hefty. So we're just going to go over the main parts here, because most of it is just hair, which is beautifully done, by the way. Nice. It suits all your paint styles there. You wash it in, you dry brush it, and however you want to hit this bad Mary, you can hit it up. One important thing I did learn about vinyl, my very first vinyl kit was in the early mid 90s, and I had bought a Wolverine, and I didn't know nothing about it, didn't have access to the internet, anything, and just treated it like a regular old model. Didn't prime it, and painted it with Tester's enamel, and it never dried. So don't do that. Don't do that. Now let's look at this. Let's get it down here in the light. That is a beaut. There's some people complained about the looks of it. I mean, yeah, I see kind of a bat face too. They didn't really elongate the nose, but it's a different take. Different take. It's a different take on a wolf man. I'll definitely give it that. Sorry, but either way, nevertheless, beautifully sculpted. Looks just like the movie character when he's ravaging Lucy. Oh, sweet, 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 sweet Lucy. I hope there ain't no spoilers if you ain't seen the movie in 30 years. Well, I'm sorry. Beautifully textured skin. Got some kind of toes going on. Beautifully textured hands. Sculpted. Got the hair on the back of the knuckles. Some veinage going on. This one's nice. It's a hard one. Yeah, that's an arm or something. Another arm. And another calf. These are arms. Gotta have some biceps in there. We do a parts check. And we got one whole leg, one shin and a leg, a couple biceps. Okay, we got everything. And I was like, we better have everything. It's never been opened. All right, but that is that one. Once again, it's a nice chunk 1/6 kit. Now let's go on to the one I've already built, the bat form. And the last one is the bat form. This is my buildup. Granted, there's many a thing wrong with this, but I was still proud of myself at the time, and I was on fire. Watching Model Mania, watched Dave Fisher do one of these. He customized his. He bent it over a little more, and because that's basically the pose that came in like that. So he bent his over a little more, like in an attack stance. I wanted to take mine back, kind of like because he had his. It looked like a crate, like it was on the shipping dock, or something, like just come off the ship. Obviously, I didn't want to copy his, so I went with more like I was inspired by the scene where they back him into a corner and he turns into a bunch of rats from this. So therefore is why you have all the rats, the burning cross where he. Oh, and I just added stuff. I found out that Bondo will warp styrofoam from the heat, but I was too far in by the time I got to that part. But I made almost all of this stuff by myself. Even the rats, they all came with like one generic pose, and I cut them and resculpted the position of them with Aves so they would all look different. So like, yeah, they're all doing different things. They all pretty much came like that, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, turn off the lights. It does have a little bit of light in it. Turn this light off. Is that enough? No, I'm gonna turn all the lights off. Okay, so I just put like a flickering kind of light, like yeah, like like uh, just drama kind of flashing thing. I got a fire kit from Evans Design, fire lighting kit for the Bible down there. and it burst into flames and scared the rat. He jumped off the crate and the crate started tipping over. That's how I created it in my mind. I did that on a CNC. It didn't come out that great. I did love in the movie how his shadow was always doing something different, so I airbrushed the old man Dracula shadow on the wall. I didn't, obviously I didn't make the light. I didn't make the pottery. This dollhouse stuff. But I did make the whole door, sculpted the door handles, doorknob, all that myself. Tried to make it look like some old kind of stucco you would have seen in the 1800s or something. Got some dollhouse shingles. Thought it would look cool to use the basin and put like blood underneath the floor, sit down and let it all run out. So it's got that all the way around it. Turn the light back on here. I was really, I ain't gonna lie, I shocked myself on how good I actually painted this for just starting, But it was really fun. It took me a really long time. I resculpted all this where I twisted his head. I made these longer, I guess just for shits and giggles. And I had put wire on the inside and cut it out. Propped him back as where he's like in a shock, like, roar, rearing back kind of thing before he gets all in there. Now the back of it looks like shit. It's got a button in it. I did both sides of the door, and I never went on and did the outside of it because I was like, the hell with it. It's going to be up against a wall or something anyway. So, yeah, there is that. And one day I will get to the rest of them. But it's really fun to get into when you get a chance to, make everything. And if you haven't done it, I suggested it really let your creativity go. And it's fun. It's challenging and it's fun. Alrighty, let's go on and get on out of here. Alright, so thanks for stopping by and checking out those 3 classic kits with me from Horizon. Once again, if you have any knowledge about why vinyl kind of died out, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you haven't already, please go ahead and give a like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications if you want to see new videos. Don't turn them on if you don't want to, but please subscribe. That helps. I've been dabbling in the sculpting a little bit. I'm trying to make a new oar lock. It may end up looking like it. It may not. Right now it looks like something from the Outer Limits or something. But, I haven't sculpted like anything in mighty long time. So we'll see how that turns out. I just like to, I get all these ideas, and I just want to do them all. And it's hard when you don't have time, But, once again, thanks for stopping by. Keep an eye out. I got some new stuff coming. I'll share that with you guys when I get it. And try not to let this crazy world get to you. Be good to each other. Model on.